Hello, I'm Josh.
I'm Tyler.
We're a band called 21 Pilots, and you're watching Stingray Pause Play.
I'm Zach Monson. Welcome to a very special edition of Stingray Pause Play here at the Bell Center with dear friends of Pause Play. Dear friends of Pause Play.
Dear friends.
21 Pilots. Hi, guys.
Dear friends.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Doing great. You're doing great.
Josh, I feel like you and I didn't become friends enough last time because you weren't in the interview.
You know, I'll say I rarely go back and rewatch our interviews, except for the ones where it's only him.
Because
So I watched that interview.
good.
You
so
want to
I
make
thought-
sure you didn't miss anything.
I want to make sure I'm not getting talked about, and I'm pretty sure I was.
Oh, you were, he talked
So-
some shit about you. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other guy in my band who's not here right now because he's a loser.
Such a loser.
Such a loser. No, Josh and I.
He absolutely did.
I went in.
I mean, you guys spend so much time together, right? I mean, you're writing together, you're on stage together, you're literally on the same bus or the same planes, the same hotels. Do you guys hang out when you're not doing music? And if so, what do you guys do when you're just hanging out?
No.
Definitely not.
No,
You guys
we
play it
do.
off well that you
We
like
d-
each other then, really, because I
Oh,
believe
this is
it.
all
Yeah.
a shtick.
You're
Yeah,
killing it then.
It's a
yeah.
huge act.
Huge act. No, we do hang out other than playing music, and most of the time we talk about. Do you remember when? Yeah, 'cause we have all kinds of.
Remember that time doing
when
music
stories.
that we,
Yeah.
right, okay. Trench is the album. And if you look back on your past work, the milestones you guys hit with that last record were so crazy. You know, it's 4 years in the Billboard 200 album chart. This is the first album ever where every single song on the record was gold. Like, that's literally a world first for you guys. So do you guys feel the pressure of having to hit those milestones again? Or do you just kind of write the song and that's what happens?
Yes to the pressure one.
Yeah, to the pressure one, yeah. And is that from yourself, or is that from the label? Is that from your fans? Like,
I think all of the above.
Yeah.
We've always talked about how the importance of limiting the amount of pressures to that are allowed to actually influence the creation process of making a record. We've always said that maybe the one that we would allow is our fans and what they would be expecting and what they're willing to let us kind of stretch them into showing them something new, but also not turning our back on what we'd already built, and kind of building on that rather than completely reinventing ourselves. I think that there's an art to balancing that, to stretching yourself, stretching your fans, making something new, but at the same time not like forgetting everything else that you've already started with.
and in the entire process of creating this album, because it can sometimes take a year, it can sometimes take 2 years, depending on the musical work. What is the favorite moment off the process of this album and the creation of it from the other person?
That's a good question.
It's probably collectively when we got the record in our hand for the first time. We hugged. We didn't, did we? I think I made that up.
We probably high-fived.
You think? Chest bumped?
That's pretty much a hug.
Yeah.
In 2019,
It's
that's
a
a hug.
very fast,
Yeah,
airborne hug.
yeah, an
We may have
armless.
hugged. We don't hug a lot.
It doesn't happen
but,
often.
But it's not happened.
How
I
many
feel like
times
you
do you think
guys
it's
are huggers.
happened? How many times do you think we've hugged?
I'm going to say 6.
I would say more than 6.
Yeah, it's going to be more than that.
But
Did I say 6? I'm so sorry.
60.
60. You cut me off too quickly. 60.
60?
Yeah.
1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not that often, but it's been about 60,000 times.
But who's
So at
counting?
least 6 up to 60,000.
Yeah,
I'll
anywhere in
accept that.
between there.
If you guys had to live the rest of your lives in one of your own music videos, which one would it be and why?
Great question. You're on fire, by
Thank
the
you,
way.
my friend.
I think all of them would be horrible.
I was going to say
They
yeah.
are all really
Yeah, I was going to say.
frustratingly bad as far as the environment goes. We always put ourselves in the toughest spots. What a predicament.
The worst,
We've always
right?
found that good music videos are always a predicament.
Yeah.
Man, he's got to solve that predicament.
Yeah.
One of them we're chopped in half when we're freezing outside in the cold.
Well, more than one.
A lot of them were freezing outside in
Yeah,
the
so
cold.
really not a lifetime to live. I feel like.
I
The easiest
guess-
one that we've had to shoot is My Blood.
Yeah, because we were barely in it. Have you ever seen those music videos
Great
where the
answer.
artists aren't in it and they just hire like
Yeah.
actors to do it? It's
Uh-huh.
because the artist is like, you know what? I don't care.
Yeah.
Go make something.
Yeah. Love it.
We weren't to that level, but we did let a a director kind of run with it, and we were just kind of background band.
Yeah.
And it was a Halloween party. So yeah, I could live there.
Good. What is your fondest childhood musical memory? His answer was the Donkey Kong 2 soundtrack. Great answer. Top it.
I played Donkey Kong 2, but I think more than that, I played Super Mario Brothers on Game Boy on road trips.
Good.
So I expect a flash drive
Yeah.
of that on,
Well,
on
Look,
our next.
next time you're in town and we do an interview, you'll get your own USB stick. I promise.
It's just tech.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
You got to keep up
Yeah,
with
I
it.
know.
Tech's
you-
our favorite thing.
Are you
Love
guys, I was
it.
going to say, are you into tech? Like, what's
We
the newest
love
techie?
tech.
Okay.
Let me tell
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Please.
Let me tell you, every time we go through an airport and you
Yeah.
got one of those stores,
Yeah.
we bump each other like there's some tech over
Seriously?
I
Like
see some
just like
tech.
an Apple store? Or just like a vending
any
machine?
there.
anything-
No, not Apple. Like nothing specific. Like it's one of those tech stores where you
Okay.
you walk in, you don't know if this is like refurbished
Yeah, okay.
or something that
Yeah.
from the 90s
Yeah.
or some brand new gem that just came out, some new fresh hot tech.
And the best part about the tech stores in airports is that we also travel a lot.
Yeah, right.
And so some of this tech like has to do with travel, and we're like constantly figuring out how to like maximize our traveling experience through tech. And if it's a travel related tech item,
Come on.
game over. We're buying it.
We're buying all
so
that tech.
you're telling your fans.
We've literally bought tech and then decided I don't really need this and thrown it away in the same airport just because we love tech so much.
guys.
We got signed. It's okay.
And if it's powerful enough, you can charge your laptop,
Your iPad, your phone,
What else?
portable speaker.
your life,
Yeah. Okay.
your friendships.
So let's go into that for a second. How do you recharge your life and your friendships, my friend?
That was good.
What's the best way to recharge your friendships? Being on the road so much, you've definitely got friends that are not music related. You've got friends that are not, fans coming to the shows. How do you stay in touch and keep those relationships going?
It's tough to do. I will say that. I think technology, tech. Makes it a lot easier
Yeah.
to stay in touch, even when you're overseas. But it's still hard because though the option is there, it is hard to, and sometimes there's time differences and schedules.
Yeah.
All
right.
right.
Do you really call people anymore?
I call. Josh doesn't. Josh texts. I don't really text that much.
I don't call that much.
I'm a caller.
I really don't like phone calls.
I don't like phone
I think
calls.
that that's a bit of a trend.
Yeah?
I think that it's fun for you to say that you don't like phone
No, I
calls
really,
when actually
really
they're
dislike
way
them.
more effective.
No, absolutely not. Really hate them. Text me.
See, I understand that there's aspects of the phone call that we need to change.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about this. To end the phone call.
Yeah, okay.
Josh and I have talked about how we are trying to instate that you can just hang up.
Without,
goodbye is the
without
worst
a goodbye?
part.
It's the
The goodbye
worst.
is-
It's like, all right, I'll see you. Yep. Thank you. No, thank you. I'll see. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's ridiculous. The
But it
extended
happens.
goodbye
You know
is
it's happening.
ridiculous.
I'm saying like, hey, I'm going over here. I needed to do this thing. Do you think you could
Right.
pick up this thing? Yeah, I could. Click.
Yeah, okay. Right.
I'm just.
Okay,
right?
I get it.
Didn't we say that
Right.
was?
So we were on the phone the other day, and what it sounded like was that he just hung up. I think I called him right back, and I was like, "Dude, you hung up without saying goodbye," and I loved that. And I was like, "We need to like make this an always thing because it's just quicker. It's like you've gotten everything. You don't need to say goodbye.
Yeah.
The bulk of what you're talking about is done.
Yeah, right.
And how often do you get into a conversation with someone on the phone where hanging up is you intentionally trying to
Yeah.
offend them?
Yeah,
Doesn't
sure.
it hardly happens, right? So if someone hangs up on you and you're like, that was actually a decent conversation, are they mad at me? The answer is no. They're just a part of what we're trying to do.
Love it. Guys, thank you so much for chatting with me. I'm just such a huge fan of you guys. As search 21 pilots, not the numbers. You don't even actually have to put in the line and the 0 or the O. It'll just show up. And you can find the total of 81 channels that we play their music on. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll see you
Thank
next
you.
time.